Hello and welcome to my monthly video remarks on current issues of significance to Rideau Lakes Township. My focus this month is on our 2021 budget process and the challenges and opportunities that presents. I encourage you to share this post as we try to keep all of you informed. Of course, COVID is still with us, and our region, the province, and the county is in the middle of a second wave, and we await a vaccine so that life may return to a more normal cycle soon. This past week, Council commenced its discussion on the 2021 budget. Following presentations by our Treasurer, Cynthia Laprade, and our CAO, Mike Dwyer, Council members provided feedback and, to some extent, our wish list for 2021. We expect to pass the budget in March, once we know where the school board and the county budgets might fall. Your final tax bill actually consists of about 47% municipal expenses, 36% county expenses, and 17% school board expenses. Your final tax bill is determined by multiplying your property's market value, as determined by the provincially governed Municipal Property Assessment Corporation, MPAC, known as MPAC, by the local tax rate here in Rideau Lakes. In Rideau Lakes, our tax rates are among the lowest in Leeds and Grenville. This helps encourage new residential and business growth and investment in our township. MPAC normally updates market value every 4 years, and these new values were to roll out in 2021 based on 2020 property values. Due to COVID, the province has decided to postpone that. The impact of this is that properties that may have seen a decrease in value over the last 4 years will not benefit, and those that would have had an increase will not see a potential tax increase. I know this is all quite confusing to the layperson, but what it means is that the township will not see its revenues increase from this source in 2021. We will, however, see about a 0.67% increase in our overall assessment base due to new development in 2019 and again in 2020. In both of those years, we had record construction, which will add to our tax base and help pay for existing services in the future. Council did provide some basic guidelines for the budget. We see inflation running at under 1%, so a recommendation from staff to build the draft budget on a 2.5% tax rate increase was rejected. A small increase is a possibility, provided we see some relief from the school board and/or the county. The first draft budget is expected to be delivered to Council in late January. Much preliminary work will be done by our staff leading up to this point. Council also expressed support for building our reserves, particularly as we move toward creating a new municipal facility in Portland. Council has successfully reduced our total debt over this term. At year-end, we expect debt to be approximately $6.7 million, which is $513,000 less than a year ago. We anticipate the need to continue to borrow about $1 million per year for the next 2 years in order to be able to do about $4 million in capital work annually. As a part of our long-term financial sustainability plan, it is projected that by 2023, the need for normal course borrowing will be eliminated and our overall debt will rapidly decline. Interest rates remain very low, and our debt is actually quite manageable. The provincial guidelines suggest, based on current interest rates, our township could potentially borrow an additional $26 million over the next 20-year period. While we may borrow in the future to support major investments in our community, we are very close to our goal of being able to pay the life-cycling costs for what we own as we work towards long-term fiscal sustainability. We are carrying forward an anticipated small surplus of about $137,000. Also, we did not require any short-term borrowing in 2020. These are indications of excellent financial management by our staff and council, as our normal 2020 budget, as our 2020 budget is $19 million, so our normal budget is in that range. In 2021, we anticipate doing approximately $4 million in capital work. Our 2020 capital budget was about $5.5 million, as we were able to take advantage of several large one-time grants. We are developing an asset management plan which helps to guide council in selecting road and other capital priorities. Additional work will be needed at the Portland Transfer Station and work on a design for the municipal facility that is planned for that community. Many roads will receive additional or new surface treatment. Public Works will seek to replace a tandem plow truck and purchase a rubber-tired excavator. A newly relocated library will move forward for Lombardy, and improvements to the Elgin Hall and entrances are expected. We will continue to invest in broadband utilizing the available grants and the partnerships that we formed. We may look at hiring an economic development and heritage coordinator and look to complete our official plan and start our zoning bylaw update. Many more capital projects and details will be spelled out in the draft budget. I do want to mention two areas where this council will look to improving service levels. We have already decided to standardize and enhance overall private road waste and recycling pickup. As well, council will look at moving to a more aggressive policy for the application of new gravel on our remaining gravel roads. The budget is a major annual undertaking and our primary work plan for the year. We continue to work with our strategic vision, which was set in 2015, which referenced 4 primary areas: financial sustainability, village and hamlet vitality, economic development, and improved infrastructure. Public input during COVID is more difficult, but we do encourage your input to the budget process. An online public survey is being developed by staff, and members of council always welcome your emails and your phone calls. Thank you, stay safe, and during this season, consider supporting our 5 local food banks. And of course, I would always encourage you to take whatever opportunity you might have to shop locally. Thank you.